What's Jablin's Jables?
Hey. Man. Okay, I'm sorry if you guys missed the first half of the stream where we talked about... Sorry, and let me just plug in my headphones here. So the first half of the stream, we talked a little bit about acting in the performance industry. But now it's time to talk about the second thing that I'm interested in. And this is the game Ashes of Creation. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. But what I want to talk about right off the bat are some of the animation styles. And I want us to discuss the animation styles of this game, what we like and don't like about them, and maybe discuss some of the questions that we have. So I'm going to turn this really low, and I'm just going to put this in the back so that we can talk about it, and I guess sort of...
Constantine, and I'm a senior animator here at Intrepid.
Never mind. I'm turning it up. I want to hear what they're saying. Can you guys hear okay?
Well, being an animator involves the act of rigging the characters. We get a bind mesh from the modelers. We put a skeleton in that mesh. We bind the mesh to the skeleton. Then we create a control rig to animate that character, and then we animate the character using the control rig. So my favorite thing here at Intrepid Studios is whatever I'm doing that day. I jump out of bed every day to come and do this. So I love doing combat, I love doing characters, I love doing windmills. There is no animation task that I don't love doing. Well, some of the most fun animations I've done so far are the combat stuff. I love that we have taken the time to start our combat early and
have you guys already seen this
so
video?
We can then iterate and make it better and better and better. I love doing the creature animations. One of the things that's unique about animating for an MMO is that as opposed to film, we have to animate all of our characters in the round. So for example, if you see a character in a movie, it's generally from a fixed camera perspective. So when we animate for an MMO, we literally have to animate with the entire creature in mind, because you never know how you're going to see it in the game. So when we set up our creatures for animation, there's a lot of things that we need to take into consideration. One of them is our creature going to be wearing armor? And if that's the case, then we have to be very careful on the way we move stuff, because we want to minimize the amount of interpenetration among the models, and we want it to look good.
So I have to say, it's a lot of fun to work with our animators here in the studio. You know, if I need a new animation for one of my combo attacks, right, I can just go upstairs and talk to Brad and say, hey Brad, I need 3 attacks and they all need to be about 1.5 seconds long, and I kind of need them to have some weight to them. So you know, if we have this two-handed axe and it kind of comes down really heavy like that, what can we do with that? And Brad will have these fantastic ideas about all the details that we can pull out of that sort of conversation. It's a really awesome symbiotic relationship where I can come to animation with an idea and they can take it to the next level. I think the main kind of look that we're going for in Ashes
This is
of
so
Creation
complicated.
is more of a like realistic fantasy, a little bit more, you know, crazy over the top than like Lord of the Rings, but also something a little bit more grounded, something that's not quite anime, but feels cool. We want the players to
Look at all
feel
the
immersed
tiny
in this
moving
world,
bits and
we
parts
want
of
your character
every
to kind
single
of be an
animation.
extension of yourself. And keeping things grounded that way, with a little bit of the spice over the top, I think really helps create a connection between the character and the person doing the playing. Our animators and the rest of the people at the studio are super passionate about this project. We are doing something that's bleeding edge. And so I think that creates this sort of, I don't know, excitement kind of every day about what else can we do? How far can we push this? And how can we make sure that this all works at scale?
The horsey.
The one thing that I love about this project is the professionalism here at Intrepid. The level of experience in all my coworkers makes it exciting to come in every day.
I
We're working
love
really
this
hard,
shot. I
trying
love
to
it when
make
they
the
show
best
this
game
shot. It looks
possible,
so cool.
And we look forward to you guys enjoying the results of our efforts.
Man, that is crazy. Like, there are so many moving parts and bits to animation, and I knew this. I think I was just like, watching this video sort of just reminded me of it, though. Like, every single animal and creature like has to be animated individually, the little bits and pieces, and I think that's what makes a game that just has random mobs that you kill to a game that's like immersive is like the level of detail and animation. Like, from what I've seen, the animation's looking good, but I really hope it's just awesome so that you can like completely jump in and like embrace the game. You know what I mean? That would just be amazing. But just like for the humans, obviously they can use the skeleton between the different models and even the different races. They can resize the stuff in for the skeleton so that their animations can be similar and succinct. So I understand how that could make things a little more streamlined as they're trying to produce this game. But how many animals can they reskin? Not very many, right? Like, they can take horse models and make other horses, but they can't like turn a horse into a frog. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. It's just like really cool to see the level of detail all the way from establishing the skeleton. Where is that frame? That looked really cool to me. Oh yeah, in here. Like, you have this model and then you slap a skeleton into it. Then all of a sudden, they're like moving each joint of the horse like individually. Like look at this. This is crazy. I don't know. I'm just really hoping, guys. I'm just really hoping that this game turns out as good as I hope it does. Oh, that's loud. How is it? Let me guys know if I need to
I'm
turn it
Devin
up.
LaFontaine. My job title is Senior Environment Artist at Intrepid Studios.
He talks real quiet. Really quiet.
Most of what I do here is focused on natural environments, so terrain, trees, grasses, that kind of stuff. I also deal a fair bit amount with lighting and also technical kind of process stuff that we do in the background to support the whole art team.
I hope the game looks this good.
The housing tool was
I need to
designed
upgrade my
mostly
PC.
originally as a way to
I just
make
want to turn
houses
all the
quickly
freaking
and make them
settings
run
way
really
up.
well. And we identified some ways in Apocalypse that we could have improved the way the buildings were set up. And in doing all of the performance improvements that we ended up doing near the end of that project, I learned a lot of things about how we can improve that going forward. So the housing tool is focused a lot on that and also making it easy for the whole team to build a bunch of buildings because we're going to need many buildings for the nodes.
Ashes of Creation is a very large and
Yeah, the nodes
ambitious
are gonna be
project. We
freaking
have
crazy.
9 different races that need to be represented from an architectural standpoint in each of the nodes. As players move throughout the world and establish these cities, you're going to see manifested in real time each of these cultures in some way, shape, or form. In order for us to accomplish
Wait.
the creation of
Let
these
me see that again. Oh, he's switching between the different... Oh, okay, this is really cool. So he's switching between the different styles for each of the races. So for those of you who don't know, there's going to be multiple cities throughout the game, right? And whatever race contributes the most towards the building of that city, the city resembles the aesthetic of that race. So what he's doing right here is, here's a box, right? Like would be like I don't know, the side of a house or something. And he's flipping through each one.
As players move through.
So this is Dwarf, which makes sense. It's kind of got like a stone wall aesthetic to it, like these little slots. It looks like gem slots almost, but it looks like stone, right? Like it was cut out of stone.
Establish these cities. You're going to see.
Okay, this is Elf. Okay, I can kind of see it. It's a little bit fancier. I don't know which one of the elves this is. Hopefully each elf race, because there's 2 elf races, hopefully each one gets its own aesthetic. But this one right here has a little bit more detail. You can see like this arch going through
Manifested
it.
in real time.
Okay,
Each of these
Oh, human, that's boring. I don't know. Whenever I've played an MMORPG, I've never wanted to play the human race. Is that crazy? Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like when you're in an MMORPG, like you have to play a race other than human. Like it's supposed to be a fantasy. It's supposed to be larger than life, right? That's just my own personal opinion. I know lots of people disagree. Asmongold being one of them, but
cultures in some way.
Okay, there's Dorf again.
In order
Okay, so
us
those were
to
the only 3
accomplish
races
the
we got.
creation of
Dang it, I wanted to
these
see...
vast cities and
I wonder if there's a
multitudes of
video where they
buildings.
go
What
through
Devin's been
all the
working on with this
aesthetics.
tool really allows the artist to swap in different modular pieces to create diverse and unique buildings within the node system.
Okay.
Now, obviously, this tool doesn't accommodate all of the features we want to see from an architectural standpoint in the cities. There are still going to be need for one-offs and custom created assets that represent perhaps the...
Whoa. Let's go back here. Is this a video? Modular elf set with variants. Okay, so we have so back here is our default, just blocks, right angles.
And, custom created assets that represent...
Then we have the elf.
Then perhaps the...
So there's a lot more curvature, like individual tiling. Looks like there's this ornate barrier, like these barriers and fences. Man, I want to get into a demo like this and go around and look at all these individually.
Within a city or the unique
come
social
on, show us more.
organizations that exist. These will still need to be completed separate from a modular set.
So one of the things that I learned...
I don't really geek out over games that often, but this is one of them that I'm just all in, baby. I'm all in.
When building all the POIs in Apocalypse was the quantity of items that we had to render. And it was pretty expensive, and there's a lot of technology in Unreal that helps reduce that. that we wanted to start using more for the MMO. So the housing tool is very heavily reliant on some of that tech. So the first thing it had to do was be performant, so it could render lots and lots of buildings pretty easily. It also had to be easy to manage for the art team and the artists building the pieces that comprise a finished house. And it also had to be easy for anyone on the team to use. The designers could use it and not really have any headaches or any confusion as to what they're doing. The one thing I really like
just like an
about
ad
working
for
on these
Unreal
games
Engine.
is watching players discover them. So I'm really eager for the community to hop into the game and see all the stuff we've been doing.
That statue was pretty cool.
And there's a lot of cool stuff that we want to share.
One of the paramount goals at Intrepid is to create the ultimate immersive experience where players, as they explore and search the far reaches of Vera, they get to experience this vast diversity and culture through the different cities that they'll come across. Really putting the players in the story, making them feel a part of the world. That's one of our primary objectives.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm totally down to be enveloped in the world. This is the creation of a horse. You guys ready for this? Like, so far I've been like really impressed with the animation. I just hope that, I don't know, gameplay always comes first, right? But I hope the animation is like just really brings you and sets you into the mood. Turn this down a bit. So this is their old logo. So this must be like an older video. Right off the bat, just showed the undercarriage of the horse and then the horse's butt. Forget about the profile. We'll put that third. Oh, bad. Who chose that order? Okay, it's looking like a standard horse. Looking pretty standard. It looks good. Oh, that okay, so I've seen a lot of horses in MMORPGs. This animation looks really good. Like, there's horses in every MMORPG. But look at this. Okay, I just wanted to see that one more time. It's like really detailed. I'm surprisingly detailed. Okay, jump animation. Horse falling over. How cool would that be if you could get like attacked on your horse and like your horse falls over? It's like bleeding out, you have to save it. Okay, so what he's doing down here is he's showing the player control, right? So this is a map of the screen. So this green dot, if he pulls it to the left right here, this is the horse animation to go left, and then he pulls it to the right. So he's like pulling it to the left, horse is looking left, centered on. Oh, he's pulling it back, so the horse is slowing down. Oh, it's backing up. Like, this is really good animation for a horse. This is really detailed. It's a pretty good transition. This isn't like a 4K video or anything, but so it's looking a little like blurry on my end, but looks like a pretty standard animation for the running. Is that horse called the Paint right there? My wife would kill me if she knew I was getting horse names wrong. was pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Like, I'm gonna turn the sound off here, and so that we can just look at this, but this is pretty detailed animation. Like, I think in every RPG I've ever played, they've had a horse, right? But they've never had a horse, like, fall down like this, you know? And they've had, like, animations where you, like, rear up on the horse, but that's, like, really detailed. You can see the horse, like, balancing and falling over. Sorry, I just want to see this fall over animation here. So it's almost like it's rearing up, but then it falls over. Like it got scared or something. Like this is pretty detailed work that they're doing. So it only makes me hopeful for the future of the game. You know, I saw one video, Ashes of Creation Lizard. I don't know if this is gonna bring it up. They called the lizard something. Lizard animation. Here, let's go to their channel. Do they have a playlist for animation? Creature creation. So I've already seen this one right here. This is the latest one that came out. And I'll turn on the music a little bit. There's no talking in this one. But it was this one that really showed me the level of detail that they're putting into it. So this is concept art right here. But they animated every little thing on this lizard. And it's really cool. It's cool to see sort of their process right here. Watching stuff like this makes me want to animate, you know? I want to get it and animate something for Ashes of Creation. I've never animated anything before, but do you think if I animated something good enough for Ashes of Creation that they would use it in the game? Oh, dude. They placed every single scale. This is detailed. Wow, that was pretty cool. So I watched an animation video once, and the reason they have to animate everything stretched out, like how his tongue is stretched out, how his tail is straight, and when you see people animated, their arms are just like out to their side, it's because you have to be able to get like under the armpits of the arm, you have to get like in the nooks and crannies of the tongue, and then you can animate it to flop down and have weight and stuff. But for the animation, you want everything sort of spread out. Apparently. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's what a video said when I watched it. Okay, so look at this. This is like pretty detailed right here. Everything from like its little tail movement in the back to like the small tongue flickers. Lizards do this too. Like I think it's a really promising to see their attention to detail. Oh yeah, if you're in a desert biome, you have to be riding one of these, man. Whoa, this is the first time I've really realized their desert biome too. This is a cool desert biome. This is freaking awesome. This biome is sweet. don't know if it's like my favorite, but this is really cool. I want to bring up a picture of World of Warcraft here. So I've played World of Warcraft for, I don't know, quite a bit. Let's see. So this is World of Warcraft. This is their desert biome. Compare that to what we just saw, like here. Look how freaking cool this desert biome is. They have like an overall shot right here. Okay, so this might be like a little watery oasis. It looks like there's too many trees around. But look at this. Look how freaking sweet this is with all the detail and the rocks. Like, I'm not saying it's drastically different. Like, I mean, where is it? I just showed it. Like, this has hills and stuff in it, you know? Like, I'm not saying like the terrain and stuff is different, but just the level of animation, it's just like, it's exciting. It's real exciting. Okay. Let's minimize this. Alright, I just want to see the anteater one, the brew bear. I haven't seen this one yet. Let's take a look at this one. I'm digging the music too. So it looks like they're making a little toucan, little chicken bird. I don't know. Are you guys as excited about Ashes of Creation as I am, or like what are some of your thoughts and feelings on it? Do you guys have any questions? See, this is what I'm talking about, how they have to stretch out. They have to like open everything up and stretch it out because they got to get way back in the mouth for the animation. I wonder if he has like a source, like a picture next to him that he's going off of. Like, is he basing this? It freaking looks like a chicken body, but is he basing off a chicken and a toucan? Maybe he's gonna flesh out the wings here in a second. Yeah, like he has to be looking at a picture, right? This looks too specific and detailed. Like he knows exactly what he's going for. This is pretty interesting. It's kind of relaxing to watch. I love seeing the creation of something. I love creating things. I've always liked drawing and sculpting, even though I've never been good at it. I even like bought my own. My grandpa is really big into sculpting, right? So he helped me make a little model where we got like a board, we put in like a metal pole in it, and we like put tinfoil and wire, and I put it in the form of a horse, like rearing up on its ends. I have the sculpture somewhere. I mean, it didn't look very good, but he helped me like realize that you need to put in, when you're sculpting out of clay, that you have to put in a frame, a skeleton to it. And then you put the clay on top of that. And this just reminds me of that. I don't know, it gets me excited to do art and stuff, even though I'm not very good at it. That's not true. I feel like I'm decent at art, but I'm not very good at sculpting. I don't have very much practice. It's such a funky looking animal. It's kind of cool how he just like cuts off a part of it, then like sculpts it and then adds it back on the bird. You have to have like a good idea of anatomy, like where muscles go, where bones go, which is interesting for like these made up creatures. I mean, it's a bird, right? But oh, they're not gonna animate it. I think they're just building it. I want to see the colors though. It's kind of cool. This is the first time I've followed a project from... Oh, whoa. The bird has teeth. Oh, that's cool. They close and they like perfectly interlock. That's really cool. So this is a scary, angry bird. Oh, the feathers. Wait, is that all they're gonna show us? What the heck? At least like put the feathers on the bird and let it run around. Like they tease us with the thumbnail. Anyway, that's like really interesting. Creation of the Tidebreaker. I haven't seen this one yet. This is the Ashes of Creation Tidebreaker. This is one of their newer videos too. I like their logo. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, is this the otter? Okay, I've loved otters ever since I was a kid. I know it's not like a super manly thing to admit, but I freaking love otters. Oh, okay. So we're jumping like right into the middle of this one. They've already got like the whole thing animated. They're just putting armor on it. That's pretty cool. I'm just taken back by the level of detail on this. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Wait, is that it? Is that all they're gonna show us? Okay. No, we still got a ways. They're gonna show us it animated. Its little toes are armored. There we go. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The level of animation is crazy. Guys, I'm totally fanboying over this game. Like, I'm really liking it. Just bear with me. The detail, like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you gotta have these things on the beach. I think it's really cool that they're making mounts that are really specific to the biomes, like the animal husbandry talent, right? Where people can tame animals and like breed them together to make interesting species and stuff. Like, I think that's really cool that it's tied so much into the biomes. And you know how there's different okay, so it's over. And you know how there's different like seasons that the biomes go in? I wonder how tied the plants and the animals are going to be to those seasons too. So like 1 week out of the month, there's going to be some like rare leopard panther mount that only comes out in the snow, and like everyone's going to go for it. It's going to be really cool. I don't know. Like, that's one of the professions I'm most interested in. Maybe because in past RPGs I've played alchemy and, I don't know, enchanting, blacksmithing, all those other ones. So the animal husbandry one looks really cool. Creation of the Quarrier? Quarrier. The warrior. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming and checking out the stream too. I really appreciate you new guys coming and saying hi. Come chill as we geek out over Ashes of Creation. Oh, it's an armadillo. Can you ride it? I mean, that's all I care about. Riding animals. Oh, it's like a stone armadillo and it has like gems. Gems like buried in its back. Like, what is this detail that they're putting in? Like, it's crazy. Because I don't think anyone's gonna like grab an armadillo in the game and like zoom way up on it and look at all the detail. But the fact that they're putting this much attention into it, it's pretty awesome of them. The tongue sticking out before they've animated it. Yeah, that's really cool. I like how there's like gems buried in its stone looking back. Okay. Is that its death animation? Yeah, so this is definitely not a mount. This is like a tiny little critter that runs around. Look at all these different animations they're giving it. Oh, there's baby ones too. Oh yeah, because the animal husbandry system takes, like, you breed them from when they're small to when they're large. So they're, not only are they developing every animal, but they're also giving them like different growth stages too. That's really interesting. Seems like a lot of work that they're taking on for themselves. That's really cool. The creation of the hippogriff. Right now we're just watching all of the different animation styles, all the different animals and stuff. It's getting kind of hot in here. I need to turn on the AC. Oh, so this is a flying mount. Interesting. Yeah, they're making it look way different than... I mean, like, the first thing that pops into my head is Harry Potter, right? So I'm glad they're kind of making it unique and different. I think just the size of the head is sort of throwing me off. It seems pretty large. But it makes sense. Like, if you cover the rest of the body, I guess that's what a bird head would look like. Yeah, this one doesn't seem as detailed. Yeah, that was just a short video. This is their older logo. Okay, so that was their very first one they ever put out. Yeah, that one doesn't seem as detailed as some of the other ones. I think the only one I haven't watched yet is this one. So we'll finish it up. We'll finish up our live stream with this one right here. This will be our last animal that we take a look at. The bear. My name is Adam. Adam Bear. They've shown this bear a lot in their they've shown this bear a lot in their other videos. So is there like a default bear model that they just imported over and now they're doing their own stuff to it? Oh, look at that fussy bear. That's awesome. Oh, so they like can smooth down the hair. I guess you first have to develop and animate it like it's mirrored on each side, and then you can go back after you've done all that to make it seem more realistic by adding something to one side that's not on the other. Can you store stuff on your mounts? I think that'd be pretty cool. That's cool. Whoa, look at all these different bear animations in the bottom right corner. I'm gonna try to get to where he's not hovering over it. So it's bear jump fall, bear jump land, bear jump run forward, bear jump stand. Yeah, that's interesting. What happened, like, you can't just develop a jump in there, right? You have to make a jump animation for all the other movements, because you can jump at any time no matter what direction you're going in. That's interesting. So these are idle animations. This is jump, run forward. Bear walk forward, sniff. That's kind of cool. Wow. There's like 30 different animations just for that one bear. I wonder if because it's a mount, it has a little bit more animation given to it. That was one of the things I've also noticed is they still need to work on their water animation. I feel like it's not as interactive as some of the other environment. Some of the other bits of environment. That's cool that the leaves are moving when they're walking. Yeah, this fall season's really looks really good. This is the walk animation. Yeah, I don't know. This game looks really good. It's gonna be hard not to play in a forest when the game comes out because of all the different seasons and how that's gonna interact with the forest. So the different run animation. I swear that when he was running through the leaves were also moving. That's really interesting. Okay, I feel like the dance animations can be worked out a little bit. They're looking a little silly. Alright, alright. That's cool. Ah, man. Yeah, guys, if you guys haven't registered on their website yet, definitely go do that. It doesn't cost anything to register, but it kind of like locks in your username you'll be using when you log into the game, I guess. But if you're gonna register, use my referral link, because that way I get like a 10% kickback off of anything you guys purchase in the future, even if it's like a couple years from now. So using that referral link really helps me be able to I guess create more content for the game, because it won't cost me as much. So oh man, do you guys have like any questions about the game? I don't know if I have all the answers, but I've been following this game for quite a while and I'm really excited for it. Do you guys have any questions or comments about the game? All right. All right. Hey guys, well, thank you. Whoa, hello. Let me go back to my camera here. Whoa. Bum, bum, bum. We're gonna go back to my main camera here. The green screen. What if I covered this? Okay. I'm gonna close this window. It's like weird that here we won't save that. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, I'm just zooming in here. You guys can see my little setup here. I have my little green screen behind me. Hey, just thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be posting this video on YouTube. So yeah, thank you for checking out all the different animation styles. We went through, what, 10 different videos there, looking at each animation individually and sort of geeking out and nerding over it. If you guys have any additional details or things that you want to mention or talk about, feel free to mention them in the comments down below or to the side on whatever platform you're watching this on. And I will talk to you guys later.